Wow. Trying to get the right filter. When you get a new camera, always check your settings. And then, look at your camera and kind of set your settings to what you want it to be. I got something to say. Long time no see. And it's about Obama. Hey, I thought I was done, but I'm not. Because Obama, he's about to learn that he is still a nigga. Yeah, I said it. True song. I don't know. I'm just going to skip over a lot of things about Toussaint. I'm just going to skip over the fact that he did die in jail. He was a very well-known, almost similar, mixed race. He was leading the armies and all that kind of stuff. And he was supposed to be on the side of the slave. But towards the end, he kind of agreed with the French to have the slaves again, if I can remember the story. And in that time, for some reason, they took him to jail. Something he did. Now, these are the people that are all in his corner. All of the white people, all of the French, everybody. They really loved Toussaint. And where did he die? In prison. Let's look at O.J. Simpson. I think I heard him say, I'm a white man. I think I heard him say, but he really did think he was white. He really did. It's like he left being black and went to being white. But what happened to him? All the people that yelled and says, go OJ, go OJ, that's my OJ. And all the women that loved him and all that kind of stuff. What happened? He's in jail from something that he was set up. And they got him in jail for a long time. I think he's going to die in jail. Obama. I heard this morning on Lou Dobbs, which I trust fully because he supports my president, President Trump, fully. The news is fake news. You can't find any place, not even on Facebook. Facebook is a bad place to look for what's happening and what's going on in the White House. They're telling lies because they're trying to set him up for impeachment. That's as bad as the governor saying that California is going to be a state on its own. That's as bad, boy. Oh, that's wishful thinking, I tell you. But Obama, why couldn't you just leave? Just like the other presidents. Even Bush did that. Everybody hated President Bush because of the world trade and they all this thing happened on his clock. But when afterwards, you never hear him, and he will not. Someone did an interview with President Bush, and he will not say anything negative about a president that came before him or the one ahead. He just doesn't do it. It's not a policy. But this one, now this proves what I've been saying. I did 697 videos. Yes, I did. Over the 3 years. Just saying, my voice, all of that, just whatever I wanted to say. I used the media, this social media, to do it. And a lot of people hate me. A lot of people watch me, but they don't do the like and the comments, and I don't really care. Because as you can see, it doesn't stop me. Obama build a wall around his house. They're trying to get him to tear it down, or is it the house that he had in Chicago? You know, if this man was so for real, he would have went back to Chicago and worked on that situation with young men, if he really cared. But he didn't care while he was in office. What did he say after Trayvon Martin? It's the law. All of a sudden, he knew what the law was. It's the law. That's exactly what he said. It's the law. Over that little boy's body. So, instead, he chooses to have a shadow government on the side. A lot of those little Democrats are criminals. All of them going to jail, though. They're going to start putting them in jail. People that you would have never thought would be in prison is going to be in prison. Because getting back to the point, what I was saying, Congress did not obstruct him because he's black. But, you know, we black people always do that. Anything somebody do to us, we say, "Ooh, it's because I'm black." Because I'm black. Now the Mexicans are doing, they cry over anything. It's just, oh, because I'm Mexican. Because I'm an immigrant. An illegal. They have enough nerve to say illegal immigrant. But, and black people do the same thing. So you said, you know, if you asked people and have conversations, which I don't anymore, about Obama with black people, they'll say, because they stopped him. Yes, they did. They stopped it from doing that. That's why he didn't know. They stopped him because he's the piece of crap what he is today and what he's doing, and he's proven it. He was a creep. That's why they stopped him. They're scared what he might do. Now you discover he's Islamic, over there in that White House on his knees and started a whole brotherhood and all that kind of stuff. He wasn't Christian in the first place. Fake birth certificate. And you know, among other things, gay as a Betsy Bug. What straight man would promote homosexuality and gender bathrooms for children but a gay man? Him and Michael made a perfect pair. Everything that you loved about him is not true. He was obstructed because he could not be trusted. A filthy mouth, and he's arrogant as all crap. And that's why they did that. It wasn't because he was black. Because if it was, really common sense could tell you that. You know why? Because if it was because he was black, he wouldn't have been there in the first place. They want to keep black people out because that stuff is yesterday's news. If white people that have money want to keep your butt out, they have every right to do it because it's theirs. Now, but nowadays, you got people looking after the illegal immigrant, even blacks, even black people. Especially when they say they separated our family. It's something in me that just tears in me, that makes me want to cry, that any black person would absolutely care after the separation of our families and what it did to our people. Look around. There's not too many black people you can trust. Another black person. We don't have any organizations. I wouldn't put a dime on Black Lives Matter. I'm very disappointed about them. They are not good, and they're not doing good things. That NAACP ain't never been no good. And Black Caucus, please. Please. You're no good. And Obama, you are no good. And you're going to get caught. All of your little followers are going to jail. Now, I know there's this one I was hated before I did this video because of Obama. They hated me. People hated me. My family hated me. Everybody hated me because I kept saying, but black people want to hold on to that black man. Black people just, that's the people that I come from. There's some people back home, they'll do that, they'll riot and protest, but they don't know what the hell they're doing. What do you like about Obama? What did he do for you? I'm talking to every black community on the map in the United States. What did he do for you? And you know what he calls you? Black folks. Listen to him. He never says, my people. No. Go and listen to him. Go through YouTube. Go through everything. He didn't never say, my people. He calls you black folks. No respect at all. And you still kiss his butt. So that kind of really makes you want to examine yourself, your communities, your churches. Your churches that you go to every Sunday. You go every Sunday. And those same churches should be the ones that fix those pipes in Detroit, Flint, Michigan. 10,000 kids were affected. And they were all different kind of children, not just black children, but they were kids. And then what did the church do? They took some water. I hate you. I don't want, and that's the only difference between me and my President Trump, is that damn Bible. Don't do it. Ain't gonna do it. Gonna die. Is something in me that rejects it. I want the spirituality of the Haiti Revolution, 1791. Those slaves that were stolen from Africa and did the ceremony, that spiritual ceremony, and all of the people that got off of those boats. They show you that they had a fight in a war, and it wasn't. They just died. Getting off, they just dropped it. Including the blacks that helped them. Now, and you know what the end of result of those people? That particular spiritual thing, they were not slaves. They're the only group that never were slaves. Now, if I want to pursue a spiritual group, a meaning, or hold on to something, it would be them. I don't look at people just because they're black. I really don't. Money runs this country. And they are tired of the immigrant thing. They're tired. And when they get tired, they can cut it loose because they're the ones with the mighty dollar. That's how it's been. Oh, we helped, black people help with the cotton and the picking of the cotton, and we should get reparation and all of that. But there's one difference between me and an illegal immigrant. I am American. Ever since they stole my ancestors and brought them here to this country, even though all the things that the blacks have been through and have gone through, African American, a black, a Negro, a nigger, I don't care what it is, ever since we came here, we have been having difficulties and problems. But now we whine because we have found a way to collect money and put it together and have our own $1 billion. And you know what that is? The church. The church can help the schools in Chicago and everywhere. The church can probably just get their little bills and all that stuff. We want to do this. They'll be glad to see that you want to put your own money into the pot. And by now, those pipes would have been fixed in Detroit. There's mega churches that can put money together and fix those pipes without asking the United States government. Just get permission or whatever you got to do to get it done. But that church is the most disgusting thing for black people today. And I refuse to be a part of it. All that money. And then you're whining. Black Caucus, you're whining. NAACP, you're whining. You're just crying about what? And then half of you don't even know your history. Because if you did, you would be taking that money and putting it in your own communities. Because if you did, you would have known that Obama wasn't worth 2 cents just because he's walking around in a suit and with his Trini, Michael. Cool, whatever he was talking about, whatever he talked, he's insecure about because he's trying to hurt my president today. That's insecurity. This wall that they want to tear down that's around his house. Why would you put walls? Sounds like something up here. Guilt. Scared somebody's going to find out. Did you give $770,000 of taxpayers' money to Islam in another country? Because you were Islamic in the first place, but you faked it and said you were a Christian? You faked everything. You faked your birth certificate. You're a fake. And you're an ornery son of a gun. So was Toussaint. And you think everybody's with you now. Huh? Just like Toussaint. And then all of a sudden, one day, they took his butt to jail. And they turned on him like it was nothing. And he died in jail. Toussaint died in jail of pneumonia. OJ is going to die in jail. So it just doesn't pay not to know who you are and be proud of who you are and look after your people. Speak up for your people. And it doesn't hurt at all to realize that you are a little bit different from those immigrants. And what is the difference? You are American. And it's time for you to be proud of that and start contributing to America in a positive way. And support your president. Support your police departments. I saw some stuff on Facebook, people hitting the police. I have never seen nothing like that before. Burning the flag. Churches, put your money into the community. You're collecting millions of dollars every Sunday. There's nothing that you cannot get done in the black community for the children. Do it for them with your hallelujah asses. He-ba-ba-ba. On that. So that's what I came back to say. I haven't did a blog in a long time. I want to say one thing. I did say that, and someone made a comment on it. I did say something about the immigrants, that we are a nation of immigrants. And we want to, like, there's going to be Mexican immigrants. There are Mexicans that went over their undocumented friends and became documented. They deserve a round of applause. So that is our immigrants. They're a part of us. That's America. Okay? But I feel this is just a suggestion that in the future we should be picky about the type of immigrants that we have in America. And my favorite, and the one that I said would be good, even though there is one socialist that's from India. You found one person from India, the person that made a comment on what I said before, and said that she's this socialist. In every race or every group of people, you're going to find someone that is anti-American. But I feel that the people from India, more immigrants from India, they would even bring some of their own money to this country. And not only that, their spiritual thing, it matches with everybody. Christians can meditate and go within. Most, whatever religion or spiritual path you take, they can match up with that. They wouldn't come in forcing people into things that they don't want to do. So I think immigrants are important, the type of immigrants. You don't want immigrants that are naturally, I want what you got. I was on the train and the man wanted my earphones for his earphone. He asked me that. He was a Mexican. He might have been a cartel, I don't know. But I told him, you can't have mine. You can go to the dollar store and get you a radio and stuff, but you can't have mine. Don't ask me about that again. See, you never know who you're messing with. That's it, because I'm waiting for one to try to do something to me. I'm going to tell you that now. Because they can be very evil. I want what you got. I want that. So I'm going to lie, steal, cheat, do everything to make myself hear it for me and my children. That is a really messed up attitude. And you can't trust them in any sect on your jobs. You'll look up and the whole place is Mexican. You know, they'll play your friend just to get whatever. Those type of immigrants you don't need. And Islamic, I saw on Facebook where they cut a little girl's head off. She was 4 years old. And told the mother to put her hands in the blood. Now, if you come and you say, I want to be a citizen, and you're around that, you see people, your relatives with their heads being cut off and stuff like that, that's a real mental, not good. Not good. Why would you want them as immigrants in this country? And all it does is when they didn't do that ban and they let everybody, what it does is that the American pays for that. Some of your children will be the heads cut off, and they're finding their heads all over. And there was a little 2 girls, they don't know yet who, but they do have a picture, and he looks Hispanic. He killed 2 teenage girls. This is, the murder was what, yesterday, very recent. See, so that murdering thing has to be considered. So when you have new immigrants, we're a nation of immigrants, but it's like when you're marrying somebody, you really want to get with somebody that match, and you have like minds that match you. So, and it's the same of immigrants that you want to invite into your country, and become documented, and they're part of our country, because we are a nation of immigrants. But you have to be like me. You have to be like America. You have to be compatible, just like a married couple. You have to be compatible. And that, after this is all cleared up, that is what should be really important here in America, to get people of like minds that won't disrupt the religions that they already have here in America. Not tell us what everywhere we go we're hearing another language instead of English in the schools for our children. There should be nothing but English, because this is America. You're coming here to tell me what to do in my house? See, that's, all of that stuff needs to be corrected, which is why I voted for President Trump. I voted for him, and I don't regret it. And I know that he is going to do it, because he is bold, he's strong, he's smart, and he generally takes everybody in consideration. So he's not a racist and stuff like that. And I really believe that he will do a good job and make America great again. Everybody have a nice Sunday. Ashe.